TV soap news and spoilers. Today we are diving into a question that has sparked much speculation. Are Mark and Marin being threatened by someone, possibly forcing them to impersonate Abigail? The circumstances surrounding this potential scheme have left many wondering if Mark and Marin are merely pawns in a larger, more sinister plot. After all, Mark has never appeared to be a bad guy. He's a devoted father who successfully raised Aaron and Felicity to be good, well-adjusted kids. His past interactions with his siblings and even with Marin suggest that he is, at his core, a decent man. But could he now be caught in a situation that leaves him with no choice but to act against his moral compass? We have witnessed Mark's encounters with his family, and nothing about him screams villain. If anything, his actions portray him as a person who is possibly trapped in a bad situation, rather than someone willingly engaging in nefarious activities. This raises the question, what could have pushed him into this mess, and who might be pulling the strings behind the scenes? An intriguing moment occurred on Wednesday's show when Steve questioned the validity of the DNA tests. He wondered whether they could have been tampered with, which would suggest that someone was working to manipulate the outcome. Kayla Johnson was quick to chime in, noting that the only other person involved in the tests was Mark, and she made it clear that she trusts him. Kayla's trust in Mark speaks volumes about his character. It shows that he is someone whom others believe in, someone who doesn't fit the mold of a typical villain. His role in the DNA tests is crucial to understanding what's really going on here. Could it be that Mark was forced to alter the results against his will? If so, who is behind this manipulation, and what do they stand to gain? Marin's behavior also raises questions. While she appears to be involved in this scheme, she seems to be struggling with guilt over her actions. Her internal conflict suggests that she isn't entirely on board with what's happening, and this only strengthens the theory that she, like Mark, may be under someone else's control. Marin's reluctance and visible unease point to the possibility that she, too, is being forced into this situation. But if neither Mark nor Marin are the true masterminds behind this impersonation of Abigail, then who is? One name that keeps coming up is Clyde, a known master manipulator who has a long history of blackmailing and threatening the people of Salem to do his dirty work. Clyde has always been a looming figure, pulling strings from the shadows to get what he wants. His past is filled with examples of him using others as pawns in his devious schemes, making him a prime suspect in this case. Could Clyde be targeting the Green family now, using Mark and Marin to further his own agenda? It wouldn't be the first time Clyde has coerced someone into doing his bidding, and it certainly wouldn't be the last. If Clyde is indeed behind this, then Mark and Marin may be trapped in a dangerous web, with no way out but to comply with his demands. Clyde's methods are ruthless, and he's known for exploiting weaknesses to control people. If Mark and Marin are being blackmailed, it's possible that Clyde has found something to hold over them, leaving them with no choice but to follow his orders. This scenario would explain why two seemingly good people, like Mark and Marin, would be involved in such a questionable act, because they have been left with no alternative. Clyde's reach is long, and his manipulation tactics are well known, making him the perfect candidate for the role of puppet master in this unfolding drama. The real question now is whether Mark and Marin will find a way to break free from Clyde's control, or if they will continue to be used as pawns in his twisted game. As the pressure mounts, will they find the courage to stand up to Clyde and reveal the truth, or will fear and desperation keep them trapped in his sinister plot? In the coming episodes, we can expect more revelations that will shed light on this tangled web of deception. Viewers will be on the edge of their seats, waiting to see whether Mark and Marin can escape the clutches of their manipulator, or if they will be dragged even deeper into the chaos. The stakes are high, and the tension is palpable. Will Mark and Marin's true motivations come to light? And if so, will they be able to redeem themselves in the eyes of those who trusted them? As we wait for the next developments, one thing is clear. This story is far from over. Clyde's shadow looms large, and the fate of Mark, Marin, and the entire Green family hangs in the balance. Whether they can overcome this threat or not will be the key question that drives the next chapter of this gripping saga. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.